Hello, friends. I am going to discuss a poem called The Lamb by William Blake. Before entering the poem, I must say something about the poet. Poet William Blake was a visionary poet who was also an artist and engraver with a particular interest in childhood and a strong hatred of mechanical reason and industrialization. He was born on 28th November 1757, Soho, London, England. He died on 12th August 1827 at the age of 69. He was an English poet, painter, and printmaker. Largely unrecognized during his lifetime, Blake is now considered a seminal figure in the history of the poetry and visual arts of a Romantic age. He was a pre-Romantic. In 1779, Blake became a student at the Royal Academy in Old Somerset House. There he rebelled against the school's first president, Joshua Reynolds. Joshua Reynolds was another artist. Blake was a mystic poet. Now let's see some of his works. His early writings includes poetical sketches, An Island in the Moon, All Religions Are One. There is no natural religion. His Songs of Innocence was published in 1789. In this book, we can find the poem The Lamb. In 1794, his another book, Songs of Experience, published. Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experience both were the books of volumes of poems. In Songs of Experience, we find the poems like The Chimney Sweeper, The Sick Rose, The Fly, The Tiger, A Divine Image, etc. Now we must know some information about the poem The Lamb, and these informations may come in exam paper as multiple choice question. First one, the poem was written in 1776. It was published in Songs of Innocence in 1789. So, the poem was intended basically to be sung. Apparently, the poem is a child song, something like nursery rhythm type we can find here. The Lamb is the counterpart of the poem The Tiger, published in Songs of Experience. Like many of Blake's works, this poem The Lamb is about Christianity. The lamp is a common metaphor for Jesus Christ, who is also called the Lamb of God in the book of John in New Testament. This poem is written in rhyming couplet. This poem has two stanzas. The rhyme scheme is A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E. This poem has regular rhyme and rhythm. Trochaic meter is predominant in this poem. What is trochaic? Trochaic is the stressed syllable followed by an unstressed one. This poem is composed by two stanzas of 10 lines each. So total line of the poem is 20, divided into two stanzas having 10 lines in each stanza. The most common feature in this poem is that the speaker is a child. In this poem, we can see that the speaker, who is a child, is comparing himself and is comparing the lamb with Jesus Christ. Lamb is a didactic poem. In the first stanza, the boy is asking question to the lamb. In the second stanza, he is answering his own questions. This pastoral note in Blake is another symbol of joy and innocence. So it is clear that in this poem we will get pastoral note or tune. The Lamb by Blake has been written in the form of question and answer, where its first stanza is descriptive and rural, and the second stanza concentrates on abstract spiritual matters and consists of analogy and explanation. Lamb is used as the common metaphor for the Jesus Christ. Speaker is a young boy or child. The lamb is a lyric poem consisting of two 10-line stanzas, total lines 20. Traditionally, lambs represent innocence. This poem expresses the tender, sweet, and mild aspect of God. I am repeating, the tender, sweet, and mild aspect of God. In the Christian gospel, Jesus Christ is compared to a lamb because he goes meekly to be sacrificed on behalf of humanity. Mouthpiece of the poet is the child. The poet is expressing his ideas throughout the mouth, throughout the speeches of the child, who is the speaker of this poem. Moreover, lambs, as baby sheep, are connected to the theme of childhood that runs throughout the songs of innocence. See here, this is the engravings of the poem The Lamb. This is the original engravings done by the poet himself, because we know that Blake was an artist. So this kind of engravings he used to do for his poems. He highly valued his poems, and to him his poems are immortal. So for the sake of caring, he engraved most of his poems on the plates or woods or stones or on the hides or skin of animals. See friends, here is the text. This is the first stanza. And in the next video, I will complete the text line after line with meanings, figure of speeches and their connotations. Thank you.